Hey, Chantal.
Hey, Roxanne.
Chantal was at the dentist today, and I was just telling her, I'm like, you literally live at the dentist. Like, you guys, I barely go to the dentist, which I know is low key disgusting, but I go like once a year.
Ew.
I know I go once a year, but I've never had a cavity, you guys. Like, I don't know. I've never had anything with my teeth. So I feel like it's just genetics. And she like lives at the dentist.
It truly is because you guys, I floss my teeth like not like I wouldn't say every day. I know like I'm sure some people don't do it every day either, but like probably like 5 times a week, and Roxanne probably does 0 times a week. Okay, and I'm so crazy with my teeth. I've always been, even Roxanne knows, and like I don't know why I always get fillings. Like I always have fillings. It probably is genetics. Like I always have issues. I just can't. So yeah, today was my like final round. I had two, so if I'm talking a little weird because I'm still numbed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But Roxanne, I wanted to talk about something real quick because have you been seeing the 2016 trend?
Yeah. I
And
don't get it. Where did it come from? Why are people doing it?
because we're in 2026, so it's like, oh, where were you 10 years ago? Like I don't know why all of a sudden that happened because we haven't done this ever for like 2015 or
That's what I'm
2014.
saying. That's why I'm like,
I
I'm so
know, but I
confused on this.
maybe just like it just like caught on, and that's why because you guys, I was sending Roxanne photos. I was being like shady though. I was like because I think Roxanne's too skinny right now. And, like like, I wish someone would ever say that to me one day, like, "You're too skinny." And so, I was looking back at my 2016 and, like, I was in, like, we had a lot of photos together because I think, like, you weren't married yet, like, were you engaged in 2016 or no?
I think I got engaged in 2017.
Okay, so this is, like, the year before, so we're always going out, like, me, you, and Jacob, like, we just, like all of us, like, we were young, we were, like, 23, 24, yeah, 23, so we were, like, always going out, and I was looking at the photos and I kept sending them to Roxanne. I was like, oh my God, so your body here is amazing. Like, if you just gain 10 pounds, like, this is what your body will look like. It's unreal. And so I just kept sending them to Roxanne. But it's crazy because that was the year I graduated college. And then Roxanne threw me a surprise college party, or graduation party. And then I got my, like, first, like, big hotel job. And, like, it's just so crazy, like, to see, like, where I've come from there. Like, did you look back to see, like, what you were doing in 2016?
No, I don't. I
You were
didn't.
living in Detroit, I think, still, or you
Dude,
just had
I
moved
was
out of
living my
Detroit?
best life at like 21 years old. Like I was
I
making
know.
money. I
This
was
is
like,
23 though. What were you doing at 23?
I for sure was living in Detroit. So you guys were all like always at my place.
Yeah.
And
I
you
don't
guys,
know if
I had the baddest lodge. Like I was on top of the Nike building and it was literally 10 feet away from my work. Like I walked to work whenever, because I'm scared of toilets. Whenever I needed to use a bathroom, I would walk down the elevator. I'd go down the elevator and walk to my damn what is it called? Loft, my loft,
yeah, loft.
to just use the potty because I was scared of toilet. Like I'm scared of toilets. And
Yeah,
so
she's crazy about that. You know, it's crazy to think though, like you're still in the same position, same company you're in, and like I kind of am too, because like I'm still with the same company, and it's crazy how loyal we are. Like 10 years later, we're still in the same position, not
well,
positions, but same company.
I was just thinking, with that, I feel like it's because of our situation. Like for me, like I have these four little kids, and my company does work around that. And so, like, it's just like a comfort thing, where it's like, where else? Like, like I'm comfortable. Like they work around that. I really appreciate that. I was just looking up this morning because, like, you're saying I'm so skinny, and I'm like, dude, I am like so stressed with life. Like, I am so it's just a lot. And I was looking up all these quotes. I put it on my like Instagram story. I'm in one of those like phases of like, man, shout out to the working moms. Shout out to any mom, obviously. But like, the working default mom is like, damn, like we don't get as much credit. And it's like, especially like when it takes a village and you really don't have help, like when things go south, like, damn, it's tough. And just like yesterday, my kids had a snow day, and I was like I was in shambles. Like it's so hard, dude. And it's all on you. And it's crazy. I mean, I work from home. So for like my husband, he goes in. So of course, like when things like that happen, it's just, I work from home. It makes sense. Like if he worked from home, it would make sense. But damn, it's like when you have no help either, unless you pay someone, and it's like in this economy, dude, it's hard. It's so crazy.
I know. I mean, I think we talked about it a little bit before I went back to work, and it was just like, the way that United States is set up is like not for the working families, not for the two working families. Like everything around it makes us, and then of course, like as moms, we get everything fall on our lap. So like we do double the work, we do double, triple the work for
Even
everything.
even if my husband is there, my children will come to me. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's just.
I'll be like washing the dishes and my husband's like sitting right there. And they could ask him, but they like come to mom and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Go ask dad. Like, I'm right here. And then he'll get up immediately because he's scared, my tone. And like, because he knows like I'm flustered, but I'm just like, oh my goodness, dude. Like, it's so crazy. I mean, I guess
You know
like,
what? You know
yeah,
what that came up on my algorithm the other day was like there was like studies done and like there was like research about, and this is no shade to not working moms, but it just came on mind because like it's always like we're always in our heads like, should we be working, should we not be working, like what's the benefits, and like it was like 5 benefits for like the children, like when they see a working mom they really become more resilient, more independent, and then they end up getting better jobs and better career paths. Isn't that kind of
I don't believe that. I think that's the dumbest load of shit ever, to be quite honest.
no, it was research. It was like 2000. They looked at 2000 people, and then like you also, which I already can see this, and I've only been back for 2 weeks, is that when you do have that time with your kids, it's like really special, and you're focused. Like when they come home from like school and work, like aren't you with them the whole time because you haven't seen them all day? Like I mean, I'm just like in Danny's face the whole time when I come back. Like I don't even leave her side. And like when I was like the 3 months I was with her, and I was like working or I was on maternity leave, like I'm like cleaning the dishes, doing everything, like I'm not paying attention like the whole time to her because you can't. But like when you have like 2 hours, 3 hours in that afternoon, you have like more quality time instead of quantity.
I think it's easy to say that. Not easy, but like for me, when they come home, I have to unload their lunch boxes and take out all the papers from their folder and then clean their lunch boxes, clean their
You're
water.
still in work mode,
Yeah,
yeah.
like do all that stuff. And then who has homework? Okay, let's finish your homework. Like, who has this? They're all hungry right away. Okay, let me cut up some fruit. Like, let me give them food immediately. And then Al is so attached to me. So I'm like holding her throughout all of this. And it's just like kind of impossible. And
But the
so,
weekends you really do like give in to them. Like you're really like
oh, yeah, the
activities and
weekend.
like yeah, like it's just
My
such a
kids live such a good life. Like it's not that they're spoiled rotten, but like they go everywhere. And to the point that Chantel's even said, like your kids get easily bored because you take them everywhere. So it's like they do go everywhere. I mean, we stay home quite a bit. Like it's not like we don't stay home, but I mean, I will get my kids and I will take them to anything, even if it's just me. Like I will grab all four. I mean, everyone always like will message me on Snapchat, the moms who have like 2, 3 kids, like, and they're like, I just don't understand how you are never home and you constantly get your kids up and take them places. And they're like, your kids must have such good behavior. And I'm like, yeah, they're okay. They're okay. I don't know.
literally.
I don't know if they have like the best behavior, but I know that I don't like being at home with like I'd rather be out because when we're at home, it's just like, mom, snacks, mom, food, mom, this, mom, I'm hungry. I'm like, you just ate. I want this, I want this, I want like that's not fun to me. I'd rather do an activity and we're all together and like then we get home, we wash up and we just all relax and then go to sleep. I love that.
I'm
So
done.
yeah, that's our
But 10
that's
years ago, you didn't have any of those,
yeah,
so you didn't have
10
any of
years
those
ago.
kids.
10
So
years
crazy
ago.
to see where we're at still.
10 years ago, I was like, I just want to have a baby. I just want to know we'll have a baby. And that was like my life mission to be a mom, which I'm so grateful for. But it really is I just feel like, yeah, like you said, we're not set up and it's so crazy. And, just moms need more credit every single day because what they do is insane.
Hmm.
A man could never.
Yeah, literally, a man
That's
can
what I'm
never.
trying to say. A man could literally never. Hopefully, Jack sees his sisters and who knows with that one? I don't know.
No, I don't know because I have one brother. We have another family that has one brother, and I don't know what happens with them.
All our families that have like one boy are the biggest red flag. Every boy in our family is a red flag, which is crazy.
But they didn't have the moms that like you're different. Like you're gonna teach him independence. You're gonna teach him that he does. You don't teach him. You're not gonna say like Charlie clean and Jack don't clean. Like you're teaching
No,
him.
never.
Yeah. So that's I think the difference. So
But
hopefully.
I was telling Chantal how Jack was like, no, mom, girls clean, not boys. And I said, excuse me? I said, no, boys clean. Okay. Boys clean more. So you better get your butt and go clean. And he's like, but mommy, you're so cute. I'm like, yeah.
See, that's why. And then you're like, okay, don't clean.
Literally, I was
Go
like,
sit.
come here, let me give you a kissy kiss. I love that little boy. Everyone who meets Jack, man, they're all like in love with him. I'm not even exaggerating, and it's because he's such like
He's a
he
charmer already from
yeah,
age like
man.
3.
Like that's why these boys are this way. Yeah, I
Hmm.
better.
Let's get into Beverly Hills
Oh, yeah.
first.
Now I'm thinking about you being a boy mom and how that would be. So yeah,
I
okay.
know. I wonder if I will be a boy mom.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm only gonna have one other kid after Danny, and we're done. So we'll see.
I respect the people who just like know, like this is what I want, and this is like what my life.
I feel it. I know it. I feel it. I envision it. I can see it. I can see us on little vacations, us four. Like it is what it is. Like if they want other cousins, I'll ship them to your house. Like it's fine. Like we're good.
Yeah, which is crazy because that was me, a family of two. And then like I was like, I don't want a family of two.
Yeah.
If they're close in age, though, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're doing Beverly Hills and
Shaw's. What are we thinking about? We're doing Beverly Hills in the Valley Persian Style.
Yeah, Shaw, not Shaw. Sorry, guys.
It's because Chantal, I keep calling it Shaw's to you, but
I know.
What do you, Chantal? Are you liking Beverly Hills this season?
No, I'm not, you guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, okay, we were trying to be nice in the beginning, and it's not it. Like, it's not it. Like, I need to see more personal lives because I'm over the group being together and I'm talking about like the dumbest things. Like
the same thing.
This Amanda girl is not a good, huh?
They don't like each other.
Yeah. This Amanda girl's not it. Like, I don't know. I mean, I like Rachel as a new cast. She's been good, but also like, she's kind of just like, she's just a really good girl. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Like always validating. So it's like, sometimes like, okay, do we need this on the screen anymore? But, I don't know. I just don't like it. And a lot of you guys are not liking it either. But some of you guys said you're still listening to our recaps, which thank you. Keep doing that, and
people like Rachel, but yeah, like she's just there to me,
Yeah, like her life is a little interesting, but she's like another Beverly Hills girl. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not obsessed with it, but I don't hate it. Like it's okay if she comes back again, I think Jennifer Tilly's more interesting than Rachel, but
again, the way they are casting is just people with no history. You just know of each other, and then like one person knows them. It's just like, that's why the Valley, like the original Valley and the Valley Persian Style, is interesting because these people have history and like they're going through the thick of it. They're going through infertility issues, just being a working parent, like marriage stuff, friendship dynamics, like that is relatable and interesting to watch. And that's what Real Housewives was. Like if you think about Real Housewives early seasons, it was the Valley.
Yeah, no, I know, it is crazy.
And now it's just not. So it's like, yeah.
I know. So let's get into it. So, they're still in Sedona on this trip, that Sutton planned, and we see, oh, it was funny. Like, the fact that Bose brought her assistant, like, what do you feel about that? Like, she brought her damn assistant to Sedona.
Listen, Bo's got money, so let her do what she got to do.
I know. She's like, I don't want this breakfast right now. I'm like, okay, Bose.
I'm dying.
It's like, take that back out. Like, what are you gonna do? He's gonna warm it up. Like, what are you gonna wait for? But
right.
I know, like, that is the lifestyle that I would love to live one day, you guys.
It would definitely help with the stress. I will say that.
Jennifer Tilly's talking about this vortex, and Sedona has this vortex energy hub, and they're getting ready for it. So, there's a few people, they're gonna go on this hike, and then some people are gonna go shopping, and then Kathy stays back. Which one are you, Roxanne? Because I know which one I am, and I'm gonna tell you who you are. But who do you think I am first? Am I going hiking, shopping, or staying back in my bed?
You're going hiking, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Good job. And I think Roxanne is staying back in her bed. She doesn't like shopping or hiking.
No, you know what? Like, now that I've had my babies and stuff, I do like shopping. I don't like shopping at boutiques. So yeah, I wouldn't if it was that.
Yeah.
Like when you go to like a town and they have the boutiques of like the overpriced clothing, like, no, I'll just like go shop at Zara and H&M and I'm good.
Well, that's what they were doing the whole time, was shopping at those places.
Oh, like a Zara and H&M?
No, like those boutiques.
That's what I'm saying. I hate those places. It's so overpriced, which I get. Like, I get it. Tourist people buy them and stuff. Like, not me.
The one thing I caught, it was funny, is like Amanda's like, I have sunscreen in my Chanel backpack. It's like, and then you could just see Sutton cringe. But like, it's like, why are you saying it like that? Like, why can't you just say backpack, or I have sunscreen in my bag? Like, you don't have to say, I have sunscreen in my Chanel backpack.
Well, so they brought that up on Watch What Happens Live.
Oh, no way. What did they say?
Dorit was like, it's too much. And then I don't know whoever the guest was, but he was like, yeah, it's too much. Like, it's fine to, have brands or like brands, but when you talk about it like that, it definitely gives the ick. And they were like, yeah, she is doing the most when it comes to that. And we know when people do that, they don't stick around, like a Dana Wilkie or whatever it is. Like it's so embarrassing and it's so awkward. And listen, it's intimidating coming in this group, so I get it. Wait, another thing about Watch What Happens Live is Dorit was like talking shit about Kyle, dude.
Oh God, like they
Like
really don't like each other.
they don't like each other. Like she was like, there was like rumors about Mo and Kyle getting back together. She's like, trust me, if Mo and Kyle got back together, she would make sure the whole world knew about it. Like she would be the first to shout it from the rooftop. And I was like, what does that mean?
Like saying that that would be her life goal for them to get back together. Like she'd be so happy for them to get back together, and they're not getting back together then.
I would have such ick if I was Kyle over Mauricio and how he's been acting. I would never want to get back with him.
Yeah, I know, but like they have such history, like 27 years, how many years, so it's like maybe like he needed to get out of his system and then they get back together
Yeah,
and like
that would be such an ick. Like,
yeah.
ew, you were dying to do this. Like you were dying that you can't even contain yourself.
But she's the one that like started it though. Like that's like we always have to remember. Like
Well, we'll
she
never
had a
know.
full-on relationship.
We'll never know. We'll never know what happened in their relationship because
Yeah.
we never saw. Of course, there were rumors, yes, but no one ever actually came out with concrete evidence that they did this or that with Mauricio. Like his type of job is talking to females and males and all that stuff, but we never had actual proof, just rumors. But she never showed us that side of her asking him, like, what is this? Like it was just kind of like united front.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So they're hiking now. So we see Kyle and Erica talking, and Kyle's telling her about the convo she had with Dorit, and it seemed like Kyle took away that like Dorit just mad about the situation that she's in, and not really mad at Kyle, even though it seems like she was like throwing digs at Kyle. Which to me, it's like no, Dorit does not like you, Kyle. It's not that she's just mad in the situation she's in. She's mad about how you're reacting to the situation.
Another thing. So on Watch What Happens Live, Dorit came back and said like watching that scene was gross, and then she was like, Kyle's just trying to get back at me because of how I acted last season towards her. Like
no, but Dorit, calm down too. Like I'm not liking how Dorit's just like putting all the blame on Kyle.
What if I told you that 2026 is the year you launch your business? Maybe you've got an idea you just can't shake, or that hobby that everyone in your life is telling you to sell. Taking that first step and finally taking action can feel impossible. But with Shopify, all you need to turn your dreams into your new future is at your fingertips. Make 2026 the year you transform into the entrepreneur, founder, and boss you were meant to be. And the one powerful move to make it all happen is starting your business with Shopify. Shopify gives you everything you need to sell online and in person, giving you all the tools to easily build your dream store. Choose from hundreds of beautiful templates that you can customize to match your brand. And you can set up quickly with Shopify's built-in AI tools that will help you write product descriptions and headlines, as well as edit product photos. Millions of entrepreneurs have already made this leap, from household names like Gymshark and Mattel to first-time business owners just getting started. Marketing is built in too. You can create email and social campaigns within Shopify to reach customers wherever they are. And as you grow, Shopify grows with you. The same dashboard that you start with will evolve as your business does to handle more orders and expand to new markets. In 2026, stop waiting and start selling with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. That's shopify.com/realm. Hear your first this new year with Shopify by your side.
The Regency era. You might know it as the time when Bridgerton takes place, or it's the time when Jane Austen wrote her books. The Regency era was also an explosive time of social change, sex scandals, and maybe the worst king in British history. Vulgar History's new season is all about the Regency era, the balls, the gowns, and all the scandal. Listen to Vulgar History Regency Era wherever you get podcasts.
I'm Mandy.
And I'm Melissa, and this is Moms and Mysteries.
We're two Florida moms obsessed with true crime. From infamous cases like Ellen Greenberg to shocking Florida stories like the Dan Markel killing.
With 55 million downloads, we bring you new deep dives every Tuesday and Thursday.
Listen to Moms and Mysteries on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the darkest corners of our imagination comes a game show that's more ridiculous than terrifying. Welcome to Tickled to Death. I'm your host, Roz Hernandez, and I'll be guiding guests through the creepy questions and chaotic games, all to win the ultimate title of Horror Movie Champion. Listen to Tickled to Death wherever you get your podcasts, and hit follow unless you want the show to follow you.
The war is over, and both sides lost. Kingdoms were reduced to cinders, and armies scattered like bones in the dust. Now the survivors claw to what's left of a broken world, praying the darkness chooses someone else tonight. But in the Shadow Dark, the darkness always wins. This is old school adventuring at its most cruel. Your torch ticks down in real time, and when that flame dies, something else rises to finish the job. This is a brutal rules-light nightmare with a story that emerges organically based on the decisions that the characters make. This is what it felt like to play RPGs in the 80s, and man, it is so good to be back. Join the Glass Cannon podcast as we plunge into the Shadow Dark every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/theglasscannon, with the podcast version dropping the next day. See what everybody's talking about and join us in the dark.
From the parents behind Law & Order comes a mystery the whole family can enjoy. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries. Step into the whimsical world of Patrick Picklebottom, a precocious 11-year-old with a love for reading and an uncanny ability to solve mysteries. Inspired by the beloved children's book of the same name, this podcast vividly brings Patrick's tales of deduction and everyday adventures to life as he unravels baffling enigmas and solves clever cases. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries is perfect for kids and is just as entertaining for grown-ups who love a good mystery. The whole family can listen now wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye, Kyle!
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.
From the podcast that brought you to each of the last lesbian bars in the country and back in time through the sapphic history that shaped them, comes a brand new season of cruising beyond the bars. This is your host, Sarah Gabrielli, and I've spent the past year interviewing history-making lesbians and queer folks about all kinds of queer spaces, from bookstores to farms to line dancing and much more. You can listen to Cruising on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes air every other Tuesday starting February 4th.
Hi, I'm Brandy Basanti. For the last 15 years, I've starred on one of the most successful reality shows of all time, Storage Wars. On my new show, The Real Reality, my guest and I will reveal the real story of what it's like navigating fame and notoriety. We will explore their unique story, what really happened on and off camera, how becoming famous has truly impacted their lives, and what their vision is for their future. This is The Real Reality. Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
Look, there are a lot of celebrity interview podcasts out there, but there's only one, Happy, Sad, Confused. I'm Josh Horowitz, and yeah, I'm the host of the show, so I'm a little biased, but truly, Happy, Sad, Confused is the place for nerdy and intimate conversations with all your favorite actors and filmmakers. From Andrew Garfield and Scarlett Johansson to Christopher Nolan, casting what-ifs, backstage stories, and much more. Listen to Happy, Sad, Confused on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
There are names that echo in the world of true crime, names that carry unanswered questions. Oakley Carlson, a 5-year-old girl who deserved safety, protection, and love, yet the system built to protect her failed, and Oakley disappeared. Her community still calls her name.
Or Ellen Greenberg, found in her locked apartment with 20 stab wounds, a case declared a suicide. But how does a locked apartment tell two different stories at once?
These are not just cases we have covered. They are people. They were loved, and they mattered.
Their stories deserve to be told with care, with depth, with truth.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ricky.
We are the husband and wife duo behind Crime Salad.
Every week, we uncover stories of the missing, the silence, the misunderstood. We ask the questions that were left behind. We refuse to let these stories be forgotten.
Because behind every case is a family holding on, a community seeking answers, and a story that deserves to be heard.
We invite you to listen to Crime Salad,
your healthy portion of true crime, wherever you get your podcasts.
There are vampires out there. They're beside you in the darkness, but what people don't understand is that they're not monsters. They're just going to work, living their unlives. But we are a dying breed. Those who came before me, they are fearful and are not content to sit back and just disappear. And they'll do anything to fix that. From the creators of Parkdale Haunt comes Woodbine, a podcast about monsters, dreams, and changes, those you want and those you never saw coming. Season 2 arrives September 24th, distributed by Realm.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Yeah, like Kyle has some wrongdoings for sure. I don't have her back 100% in this, but Dorit, calm down. You had one good season. People were happy with you. Like, don't take advantage of it.
Oh, before I forget, Dorit also called Sutton a social climber when it comes to like friending people, which I agree with. And they actually also talked about Melissa and Teresa reuniting and like with Joe Gorga, and because they asked the guests like what did they think about that, and he goes, I think it's real. Like I'm super happy for them. And Dorit was like, oh, it's real. Like it is 100% real. She's like, I talked to Melissa about it, and she's like, it's real. And she's like, and I even talked to Teresa about it. It's absolutely real.
Wow, that's man. I can't believe I missed all this. Like that seemed like a good one.
Yeah, this was a good episode. This was a really good episode of watching.
Shit it on the whole episode of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, like that's crazy. I'm glad that they said that though, because maybe it'll like calm people down, but like they're gonna all just be like, everyone's gonna say that, but not everyone is saying that. So that's good that she did come out and said, I talked to them and I think it's real. Erica's whole stance on this is like, you should not be getting involved. Stop even talking to PK. Like don't even talk to PK, which like I agree with, because it's like, like if you talk to BK, or even if you talk to Mauricio, she said in her confessional, like, I wouldn't even want to hear what Mauricio is saying, because then it puts you in the middle. And I agree with that, because it's like, don't touch it with the 10-feet pole.
Right. I agree. And I was happy that Erica said that. And in her confessional was like standing on business about it. Like, she's like, this is not a good idea. Like Kyle's setting herself up basically.
Yeah. We see Dorit tell the other girls, she's telling Bose and Rachel kind of like the same conversation that we kind of just saw Kyle tell Erica. And like I think this is where like Rachel's is being such a girl. She's like, she's like, she shouldn't be doing that. Like, we should be having each other's back no matter what. We should be saying like, you're in the right, like all these things. And of course that's gonna make Dorit's head blow up too. She's gonna be like, yeah, see, even Rachel thinks that like I'm in the right in the situation.
Yeah.
But we do see Kyle and Mauricio FaceTiming. We see like a glimpse behind the scenes of it. And Kyle basically says that Mauricio tells Kyle that he sees text message that Dorit is not allowing PK to see the kids. And this is where I call bullshit, you guys, because like me and Roxanne have talked about this. I guarantee you there are text messages, but it's like PK wants to see them at 9:30 p.m. at night when they're already in bed, or he wants to see them when they have a dance recital. It's like he knows like he's picking the wrong time to want to see them, and they're on a schedule, and like Dorit's probably having to say no, because it's like, no, you can't see them at this point. Do you agree with that or no?
I don't like that. Like, okay, Mauricio, why are you and Kyle bored? Why are you even calling Kyle and telling her this? Like, it's very girly of him to be doing stuff like this, and he should stay out of it too. And it's like, I'm sure there's text messages between Kyle and Mauricio where, dude, it's like shady. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, why are you two getting so involved in this? Like, no one knows how a relationship actually is and what PK has put her through. Like we talked about, remember Chantal, how she was saying like, Dorit was saying like, me and PK got so disrespectful. Like they clearly had a very toxic relationship where they would say the craziest things, that they were so disrespectful to each other. So it's like, there's a lot of hurt there. You two need to stay the hell out of it.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
There's little kids here. You guys didn't have to deal with little kids. You guys like put all the rumors of Mauricio cheating aside until they were old enough. Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And please, PK looks like fucking someone who was so disrespectful every time he was out of the country.
100%. Yeah. She probably put up with so much for sure.
Yeah.
And you were not with the kids even when you were in the same household. So shut up. Like that's like I get so mad about. It's like now because you're divorced, you want to make sure you're a good father of the year.
Right.
We then they're all back from their adventures. We get back there at the house and like they're starting to cook apparently. And Kathy's cooking and Erica's like, "Why are we cooking on vacation? Like, are we on a budget?" And I truly feel that. Like, why are you guys cooking on vacation? Like, there should be no cooking ever. Like, you guys should be getting it catered, chef, all those things. Like, why are they cooking? Was weird.
Yeah, I don't like that. I swear I hate going on vacations like Airbnb type of thing because like I'm not doing all that. Like I'm not cleaning the garbages. I'm not, cleaning the kitchen right after. I'm not cooking. I don't like it.
The only good thing about Airbnbs is like it really does put you all together and you're always with each other 24/7, which is so nice.
Well, let's get a penthouse.
Yeah.
In a hotel.
Yeah. So true. Amanda comes in and Kyle's room and says, "Did Sutton have an assistant named Kyle or have assistant named Ari, blah blah?" And Kyle's like, "No, it's Avi." And so she basically tells her that her friend Alana told her that Avi wants to tell her that he has some tea to spill about Sutton, and that's kind of shady. Like how did they like meet? Like how did Alana and Avi meet? Like how is it coincidence that Amanda's now on the show and he has stuff to tell about Sutton?
It's so predictable though, Chantel. It's so
I know,
this whole storyline with the assistant, like I don't even care. He still hasn't said anything, so just drop it. I don't care. I don't need like teasing of him. Of course, an assistant is going to know something about whoever they're working for. They're going to know everything about them. Like he hasn't spilled it. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all saying there has to be a bad ending. Like, who cares if there has to be a bad ending? Of course, I'm sure there was a bad ending. Like she had to let him go or he let go. Who like you said, who the F cares? Like, it's not that interesting to me.
It isn't. I'm so confused about it.
It's almost 11 p.m. and they're still trying to make dinner, which is crazy. Like, they're all coming
Sutton
down.
is supposed to be making the chicken and she still hasn't come down yet.
Yeah. So like they're showing everyone coming down and Sutton was the last to come down, which was like literally like 11:30.
You guys, I would be angry. Like I am a very hangry person and that would piss me off so badly.
Well, that's why I carry snacks.
Yeah, you do carry snacks and you do bring them out, but I'm so sorry. It's like 11 p.m. and it's like, no, don't take on something if you're not going to be the first one down making the main course.
Yeah, I 100%.
Super selfish. I don't like that shit. See, that right there can change my mood entirely on a trip.
Jennifer made a funny comment. She's like, "It's not like these ladies even eat." Like, she's like, "What are we doing? Like, why are we even cooking? It's not like even these ladies even eat." And it's so true. So they're all around the fire. I think they were eating or they're around the dinner table. And Amanda tells Sutton about the combo and tells her also, like, they told me like I should hire him. And Sutton like acted so nonchalant. She goes, "You should hire him. You should hire him." Like she did not care. The thing that made her start caring is they kept poking the damn bear. Like they wanted her to make a reaction and she had no reaction.
Yeah.
And I just think it was just silly. Like you guys, they ended up eating at 1 a.m. So it was just weird. The thing to me is like, you could tell Amanda was very nervous. You could tell that Amanda, the producers were telling Amanda, "This is how you should bring it up. This is how you should do it." Like it did not feel comfortable. It did not feel like natural the way that she was bringing it up. I just did not like it.
Yeah, agree.
And it definitely felt like very produced and was not cool.
Yeah.
We get to the next day. Amanda's, in the morning, she's like talking. I don't know what she's doing. We end up hearing her. She tells, I think it was Kathy. I don't know who she told. She was like, "I'm the breadwinner." And her husband makes what she makes in 1 month. Did you like that she made that comment?
No, I don't like it because her husband's going to be pissed and no man wants to hear that. Because if a man said that about a woman, like I make what, we'd all be like, "All right,
Ew.
bye." Ew, like no one gives a F, like you loser, you should, you're a man, So it's like, what is that word? Demasculate? No, I don't know. Masculating or I don't know.
Yeah, demasculating or
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't yell at us. Don't come at us.
Yeah, so that was weird. And like, so the whole, like, this is weird. Like they're showing Amanda's like ickiness because like, she's also in the car with them. They're all going shopping and she's in the car with Erica and I think Kathy. And she's like on this business call with her assistant and Erica calls it out. And she's like in her confessional, she didn't say it to her though in the car, but in her confessional, she's like, "Stop trying to flex. Like we all have our own business calls. We all have businesses. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you on like a 45?" I know it was really obnoxious. Like I wouldn't even like anyone talking even to their family members in the car for 45 minutes. It's like, get off the phone, dude.
Yeah.
But the one thing I wanted to talk about, like there really was nothing else interesting.
Yeah, no, good. Just whatever. Get to the main point.
Yeah, is at the very end, they're all at another dinner, and they, of course, Amanda brings up to Sutton, like, I feel like you're mad at me, and she's like, I'm not. But then it gets Sutton, like, again, they're poking the bear, it gets Sutton to get really angry, and I think Kyle says something like, are you okay? And she goes, no, I'm not okay. But she was kind of soft with Kyle. Then you see Jennifer Tilly try to say something to Sutton, and Sutton freaking goes crazy on Jennifer. Not crazy, but like gets all this attitude, snaps at her, and it makes Jennifer feel very uncomfortable. So Jennifer gets up, goes to the bathroom. Kyle follows her. Jennifer then tells Kyle, like, this is why Garcelle left, because, you know, she snaps at the people that's closest to her. She takes advantage of the people that's closest to her. And she's not the nicest person when you have her back. And it was kind of crazy that she's saying this to Kyle. And even Kyle was looking at her confessional. I was like, I'm shocked Jennifer is saying this about her friend Sutton. But it is. It's like she takes advantage of people that are nice to her. And she like just like uses and abuses you. And like I felt so bad for Jennifer in that moment.
Sutton is so disrespectful, and she thinks little of Jennifer Tilly. Like I can tell that she views Jennifer as like almost like a joke, not like a joke, but she views her as like, I brought you here. You're annoying. I don't care for you. You don't serve me. And because you don't serve me, like you're lucky you're even here. Whereas with Kyle and with Erica, if they said, like we just said, when they say stuff, she's all for it. And she's so disrespectful. So imagine how she was with her assistant. Let's be real. Yeah. And I don't like that. Like I'm all for Jennifer saying to Kyle, like, it's been hard, because from episode 1, we see Sutton just like keep coming for Jennifer Tilly. She's not even being annoying or anything. So it's like, ew, you're obnoxious. You need to learn how to treat your friend well. And I just don't like Sutton. I don't like her at all. I feel like she's just such an annoying person. It is probably a reason that Garcelle left, because Garcelle had her back all along, and then she's quick to turn on you.
What's weird is that when we're seeing Dorit saying like, Sutton, like you're being so vulnerable, like this is how we can connect, and like you can see them like all wanting to be like more friends with Sutton in these moments, which is weird because it's like, okay, like I don't know why they're having her back all of a sudden. Maybe it is a tough time for Sutton because she doesn't have Garcelle right now, and like she has to like, you know, basically like, you know, befriend all these ladies that she was always like not on the same side with, you know. And so I don't know, but like I just don't think you should go and do what you just did to Jennifer. Like she's been a great friend to you. Like don't sit there and like talk down to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I have for the Beverly Hills. So
yeah, not liking Sutton. And then the Dorit and PK Kyle thing is just getting old, you guys. It's getting old. Yeah. Well, let's go into the Valley Persian Style. It was a good episode, but it was kind of like combined of what happened in episode 1 and 2. For example, when it comes to like the Tommy Mercedes stuff or MJ stuff, you know, we're following him having that talk with her mom. And I don't like this, but when they ended up talking about it the next day, when we hear Mercedes' side of things, like she is like pretty calm about it and good about it. And Tommy talks about the conversation he had with her mom. And he was saying like all the bad sides that Mercedes MJ has is her mom. And like, I feel like that's not fair for Tommy to compare MJ to her mom, because you can tell that while MJ, because in the Persian world, like in the Middle Eastern world, we're very close to our parents, right? And even if our parents are out of line, disrespectful, like we're stuck with them. Like my mom freaking drives me off the wall. She's at my house every single day, right? That's
like you don't cut off your parents in our world.
We can't,
There's
yeah,
no
we
such
don't.
thing.
And that's why, like, when MJ goes anywhere, she brings her mom to everything, which is crazy because you would think her mom would be babysitting the baby at home, but like she
Tommy
brings,
is.
yeah, Tommy is, and well, yeah, but he's at home, so that makes sense, but still. And so she brings her mom to everything, but she gets very annoyed from her mom, and she's had serious trauma from her mom. So I don't think it's, and Tommy obviously knows that. So for him to be like, all your bad traits are your mom, would bother me a little.
I think it would bother me because it's like, you know, like I get annoyed at my mom for X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And then you're going to go and spin that and put it back on me. And like, that's so rude to say, because like, sometimes we don't like, it's like we inherit those traits and like, we don't want to, because we hate that so much about our parents. And it's like, don't use that against me.
Yeah. And then we talk a lot on this episode about Greg and Tanin's relationship. You know, they're married, infertility issues. They kind of trauma bonded when they got together, especially for Tanin's side of things, and they have no kids. Okay. So it is very clear that, at least from what we see with Tanin's side, am I saying her name right?
Yeah. Tanin.
With her side is she views him as like, that's my best friend. I love him, but he's like a roommate brother to me. Like she's even said that. And so, she talks to Reza about, how he complains that she goes out. And then Reza ends up seeing Greg, and he asks Greg about about Tanin going out. And he made the best point where he was like, Greg is complaining about her going out, but why aren't you taking her out? And it's like, men really do make it so hard when it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, no, I agree. I know I'm jumping too far because like it doesn't make sense because we were questioning like, does he have money? And then we see that he buys her a Porsche at the very end, and it's like, I don't understand that. Like, why can't you take her out? Like, are you just cheap?
I just feel like men are lazy. And I think men think there's a lot of pressure about them being the one who has to do the thoughtful things. But it's like, you're a man. Like, yeah, you're supposed to be that gentleman who goes above and beyond. And then in return, your wife is going to
I guarantee you, though, there's so many times she's probably like, hey, want to go to this restaurant and try it? Hey, do you want to go do this? And then they say no. So it's like, girls will plan things and girls will do things. But it's like, if you say no, it's like, I'm going to stop asking you.
Yeah. Tanin, by the way, she's not worried at all about Greg doing something. Like, she does not think that he would ever cheat or anything. But do you think she's looking for something for Greg to do, so that's a reason for her to leave?
No, I just think like, you have to like, she's just leaning into this like, show and like really showing her like vulnerability of like what's wrong in their relationship.
I am glad that later on Greg seemed to acknowledge that he made her cry. So then he buys her a new car. Like,
yeah, like what does your husband do when you cry?
Right. Oh my God. I was like, Loki, what do you think our husbands would do if we cried?
He stares at me and he's just like, well, shook. I think I've cried like twice and I definitely did not get a car.
Yeah. I will say like my husband's like compassionate about like talking about feelings and not making me want to feel that way. But then, it happens. So it's like, okay.
I think I'd get flowers the next day sometimes, actually.
No, I don't like flowers. I hate
from like Kroger.
I hate when my husband spends money on flowers. I really think it's the biggest waste of money ever.
I know, but like that's how our parents were, and like so I did not like that about my mom, like always complaining and saying it's a waste of money, it's a waste of money. So like I just like will accept it and just take it as a gesture, even though like you don't love it. You just say thank you, and you just put them in a pot, like you put them in a vase, and you just stare at them and think of it as a gesture.
Did you get PTSD from the nuts and fruit?
Yeah, I was dying because like I'm like, okay, wait, because I'm dying because like he's just like this white boy. Sorry, Reza. And
wait, Reza's not a white boy.
No, his husband.
Oh, Adam, yeah.
Yeah, Adam. And so he's just this white boy now trying to do this what I don't know what the business is yet, but like it's just like we see that all the time. So it's like I'm curious to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but Reza's I mean, because they're one and they're married, so yeah, they're gonna do this together, but it's coming from Reza. Like this is what he does in his culture. So he's like, let's make a business out of it because people do like this. Which by the way, I hate them. Like when and this is like, it gave me PTSD because when we go to people's house, like they serve it and I'm like, put that shit away.
No, I love that. I love
loves it. Ugh.
Yeah, I love onion nuts. I love dates. I love all that stuff. So like I get excited. I know Roxanne's so funny. But you know what's also funny is about this Adam thing is that he keeps making tapudi. And then this is twice now. I think I forgot it was Basham, or is that how you say it?
I have no idea.
Bashad, is that how you say his name? I'm saying the husband.
Oh, which one? I don't know.
Okay, well, he was like, it's not even a Persian Persian cuisine, but keep making it, and it's more our cuisine, like tapudi is from us, So it's funny. It's like an Iraqi thing, not an Iran thing.
How nice that Reza and Adam ask each other every day, like what they can do better.
No, I'm obsessed with this. Like I wrote this down because like I like the questions that they ask because I'm literally going to do that with my husband and I want to know more about what they do if this is like, because they're like, let's check in. So like, okay. And then they start holding hands and then they ask this question. And I was like, I think if we all ask that every day to our significant other, we would be in better places.
Yeah. Reza Jr. is the biggest red flag.
Oh my God, you guys. But I kind of like him now.
No, like I'm saying biggest red flag for dating.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I cannot. And then
he's so fun, like he's
fun. Yeah, but I just would never. No, like I would never be attracted to him ever.
Do you think that when he does find that right girl, like he would be like a great partner, or no? Or you think he's just always gonna have this like fuckboy mentality?
No, I wouldn't trust him. But I can see him being like a lover boy, like obsessed with one girl.
Okay.
At Sky's house, she's having
her husband, Sky's husband, Bashad.
Oh, okay. At Sky's house, she's having like this gathering. She's with her jewelry.
She's doing like a trunk show or something.
Yeah, and they're all there. And initially, Adam, right, goes up to Tanin and he tells her how Reza said what Greg was doing, like all this questionable behavior. And here's the thing: of course, Reza is going to tell his husband, but Adam bringing it up was crazy work.
I know. And it's do you think it's too much how Reza is like so pissed at it? Or you think he's just looking out for his friend and he's just like you deserve better. Like sometimes it's like, I'm just venting to you. You don't need to go make it a thing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like I'd be like, okay, like I'm fine. It's
but you know what though? Like Reza doing that though is like also like he really does put in the work with his marriage. So maybe he does have the right to like question it, because he's like, look what he does in his marriage. Like they're like checking in, like they're like telling each other things. So maybe he has it from experience.
When Greg walks in the conversation, he doesn't get like mad, and he just says like, we have our days. And Adam's like, yeah, but you gave a girl your number. And he's like, well, she put me in an awkward position. And it's like, we're not 16 years old. So you pushing back on giving another woman your number while married is wild. Like saying it was awkward. You're married. You shouldn't even be out late entertaining that conversation. You shouldn't even be speaking to girls. Like that's embarrassing to me. And it makes me mad because I feel like he clearly doesn't realize what he has. And I hate that for Tanin. Like my biggest thing with men is like, don't embarrass your spouse. Like don't ever be seen out, first off, at 2 a.m. talking to other women. The world is small. People know people. That is so embarrassing and so disrespectful to your wife. That's like my biggest thing is like, that's why I married a man who doesn't leave his couch. Cause it was like, we've seen that, Chantel, like we've been in places where we see people that are married and we talk so much shit about it. And so it's like, no, don't do that.
You know what though? I feel like I don't know why I have a soft spot for him, because like I feel like he said the story was like he sounded stupid, but then he did then Adam pushed back and then he said to him like, yeah, you're right, like he kind of like owned it, like I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Gigi is annoyed because Skylar had said that this party was going to have 80 people and there's clearly like 15, and so she's like, this is such a boring party. And would you be pissed if your friend lit up a joint without asking at your
Absolutely.
party?
No, yeah. Absolutely. No, like this is not the event. Like this is like a jewelry. It's like a business thing. It's during the day. It's classy. Like do not do that. Especially because it smells. Like it's not like it's like this like low key thing. It's like when you smell that, you're like, oh, like who's reefing, chiefing, or whatever how you say it, like out here. And like and her kids were home.
Yeah, no, that's not like.
I think Sky had every right to get mad and like, I'm sorry, Galessa, like, do better.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's not cool. We learn more about Natasha and her husband. He's an only child, so with him being an only child, he was like, I grew up an only kid. I knew I wanted more kids, but that's how it was for me. Like me and my brother 6.5 years apart, and I knew based on seeing Chantel's family and everyone else's family, I wanted a big family. So I feel like that really can finalize a decision for things like that.
He's green flags all around. I love him.
Yeah. What do you think about MJ's frustration with Tommy not showing up?
I get it though.
Gigi says that when women get work done and focus on themselves and start looking a certain way, they're on their way for divorce. Do you agree with that?
Sometimes, not always. I think that there is like some truth to that, because like they're so focused on themselves and I don't know what the reasoning would be like to like the correlation, but they're not as focused in the relationship.
Yeah, like I don't know if that's true, because I just knew like after like I wanted to get done with my kids and just like focus on myself.
Like imagine if you focus on yourself and then you're going out and you're not with your husband all the time and he doesn't care to be around the same crew. Like then there's like so much. It's like, I'm looking good for other people, not for you.
Yeah. Or for
like
yourself.
Myself, I know, but still, like, there's still like,
yeah,
like you can't be that conceited to look good just for yourself.
Right. I mean, when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
But she's getting the work, so I don't know. it gets awkward at Skylar's party because they're talking to Skylar's husband, and Tanin says that, or was it Tanin or was it her husband that says Skylar can be very stubborn? I think it was both of them. And the conversation just like revolves around their marriage. And Skylar thinks it's like super inappropriate to discuss marriage at her party. And later on, when Skylar meets with her husband, Sky says to her husband, like, I was super disappointed in you for letting them to discuss our marriage. But then he kind of checked her and he's like, but wait, you started it by complaining about the bartender and having a bad attitude. You called me out in front of everyone and you said, of course, like he was responsible for the bartender. He waited till last minute and then there was no bartender. And he's like, so you called me out. You brought it up a few times. And that's why people were talking about our marriage. And I was like, ooh, checkmate. Like that was a little scary because I was like, damn.
Well, you
like,
know when you're so frustrated though?
Right. But so if he's getting called out and saying like, oh, of course he does this. And then they're all talking about the marriage. Like, is he going to really be like on defense for her when she wasn't for him?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So I mean, I
like Sky though in this. I like Sky in this relationship because like she represents like us women that are strong.
Yeah.
And like sometimes we just need to see, like we do need to see that more.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think about? Wait. By the way, Tanin's house, her view.
I think I didn't watch the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so Gigi ends up meeting up with her ex. She says,
"Oh yeah, this was a crazy story."
It really, I don't know. She said that there was like a business that they had with each other and it's kind of dead, the business. She said that, you know, they were always friends. They dated for 4 months. They stopped dating. Then they got married. It got like annulled a week later. Then he hooked up with her friend who was in Vegas at the same time they got married. And they had this business and it was like a lingerie business, I think. And she's like, you know, I want to meet up with him because, you know, like I want to maybe bring that business back. Cause like, she's like, I have to pay for my son. And I'm like, girl, your dad pays for everything. Like, what are you even talking about? Her dad is so rich and he literally covers the cost of everything. But I mean, and then when he goes, clearly everything is going to go to her and her sister. So I'm just like, I don't know. Was his business really that successful? I'm not sure, but she does meet him up and yeah, it was like a weird thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't like see that one, but like I thought the story from before, like the whole like them being friends for 13 years, like and then they got married for 1 week. I thought that was so like crazy. She lives so crazy. She just lived on the whim. She really does.
By the way, Skylar's husband is like ChatGPT. Like his job is like a ChatGPT thing.
Like you're saying, they can get rid of him.
Yeah, like he's like, you know, people ask me like, oh, put this together and then I create it. And I'm like, ooh, I'd be scared if I were you because ChatGPT does that for people now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like a lot of people are going to be out of jobs and stuff.
Oh yeah, AI is going to take over.
Even like graphic design, like on ChatGPT, you can create graphic design stuff.
Oh yeah.
As long as you're descriptive, you don't have to go to graphic designers anymore. You guys, we're going to have like a review who's like, as a graphic designer, you need to not say that. I'm just saying. So
your skills matter, but maybe go get something different, like do something different.
Yeah. I mean, because that obviously has made him very successful, but you never know. ChatGPT is taking over the world. So
Canva really helped with that, like not needing graphic designs too.
Yeah. Yeah, so our email is set up. Me and Chantal have our email set up. And Chantal, for some reason, has her Canva account on our email. So she's like constantly purchasing things from Canva.
Yeah, like, I mean, I use it for work so much.
Yeah. By the way, you guys, I'm super excited. I did watch Traitors. We're going to recap the next 2 episodes once Chantal finishes watching it.
Oh, I have tea. Like, I'm going to say it. And, but it just came out. I wish we did things. But I still have more tea for the other episodes. And I want to see if it's going to become true. Like, I have some spoilers that could be true.
Well, yeah. So Chantal, I'm excited to talk Traitors, but we're going to have Rob, who was like literally brilliant. And he was the one who was clocking things happening and they took him out on the third episode. And so we have him coming on our podcast and we're super excited. So if there's questions that you want us to ask him about anything Traitors related, the experience, like anything, let us know. So we will be releasing that interview next week and we're super excited about interviewing him. We also are going to be interviewing Reza. He has like a day of PR, so it won't be as like long of an interview, but we are going to throw rapid questions.
We're going to do we're going to do like quickies. Should I ask him if he likes quickies?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's a good way. We'll be like, Reza, like, I know we don't have much time with you. We or have, a bit time with you. You're busy. And so it's going to be a quickies. Like, and yeah, you should do that.
Okay.
But we hope you guys all have a great weekend. I have play dates planned all weekend, but hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to join our Patreon because we do 2 additional episodes and all ad-free episodes. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
This podcast is dedicated to my younger self because she really needed it. She couldn't keep a man or a job. Welcome to Broco Therapy. I'm your host, Stephanie Macon.
I'm your co-host, Rose McAleese.
Every week we dive into dating, sex, and relationships.
Who doesn't want best friend kind of deep conversations?
It's about creating a safe space and just having a good time while listening and also crying a little bit.
I think there's nothing better than listening to a podcast and crying.
Yes.
That's how all podcasts should be, is you crying silently to yourself.
And that's on therapy. And I just want to say that we are not professionals, but we bring professionals on the pod to therapize us, to give us some advice. Listen to Broco Therapy wherever you love to listen to podcasts, and head to brocotherapy.com for all the info and the links. Therapy is too expensive, but this podcast isn't.
Girl therapy.
If you love those, wait, what? Moments, you'll love Something You Should Know. I'm Mike Carruthers, and on my podcast, we explore the fascinating ideas hiding in plain sight, like how elevators change the entire world, how gravity affects your health more than you think, or how to instantly become a better conversationalist. Each episode is fast, fun, and full of insight you'll want to share. So give it a try. Search for Something You Should Know wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome and enter if you dare. Hi, I'm Hallie Keeper.
And I'm Allison Libby. And together, we're the hosts of Ruined, a scary movie podcast where Hallie tells me the grisly details of a haunting new horror film each week.
Whether you're a terror hound like me or a scaredy cat like Allison, we've got so many thrills, chills, and obviously kills to share with you in every episode.
It's the podcast that'll have you saying, that was so funny. I should not have listened to it at night with all the lights off.
From the greats like The Exorcist and Poltergeist to modern classics such as Hereditary and Get Out to the freakiest new releases like A Quiet Place and Terrifier, we ruin them all and will leave you howling, mostly from laughter, sometimes because you're turning into a werewolf.
Ooh. Listen along as I try and guess the movie's twist, predict who will survive, and answer the hardest question of all. What would you do?
So please listen to new episodes of Ruined every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And whatever you do, we're begging you, please
keep it spooky.
It's ticklish business any way you look at it. Come on, we'll stick together.
Love movies? Love classic movies? So do we. Ticklish Business is the podcast where classic film is discussed in modern times. Hosted by me, film journalist Kristen Lopez, and my co-host, author Emily Edwards, we dive into the golden age of cinema with fun, heart, and serious expertise. As published film historians and lifelong classic movie buffs, we bring insider insights, deep research, and lively debates with a variety of special guests, ranging from celebrities like Holly Madison to TCM luminaries Dave Karger and Eddie Muller, and even family members of old Hollywood legends. Subscribe now to Ticklish Business on your favorite podcast app, and let's talk about old Hollywood today.